Viewers, this is Koyeb Ranch. In this video, I'm going to explain some of the guidelines on how to select cattle for fattening. Selecting the right cattle for fattening or finishing is the most crucial step in ensuring profitability, as it determines feed conversion efficiency and market value. The goal is to choose young, healthy animals with high growth potential, typically targeting a 90 to 180 day feeding period or 3 months to 6 months period. In selecting cattle, the following are some of the criteria to consider. You need to consider the age and the teeth of the animal. Select young cattle, ideally aged between 1.5 to 2.5 years. They have higher feed conversion rates, turning feed into muscle most efficiently than older animals. Check teeth to ensure they have not lost their temporary teeth, as this indicates they are too old. So you need to look for permanent teeth, that is 2 to 4 permanent teeth. The cattle normally is born with 8 temporary teeth. So as they age, they grow between 1.5 to 2 years, they shoot 2 permanent teeth. Then between 2.5 to 3.5, they grow 4 permanent teeth. So these are some of the things to look for. Body frame and size. Look for a medium to large frame, a deep chest, a broad back, and straight and long legs. A large frame indicates better capacity for muscle development. You also need to consider the body condition. Avoid extremely thin, weak, or emaciated animal, as they often take too long to recover before they start gaining weight, which increases costs. Health status. The animal must be alert. Look for animal that must be alert, active, and free from disease. Signs of a healthy animal include a shiny coat, smooth skin, clear eyes, and a good appetite. Has a good appetite. Therefore, avoid animals with runny nose, animals coughing, animals with lameness, or animals running diarrhea. Another factor is sex. Males, such as bulls or steers, are generally preferred because they grow faster and have better feed conversion ratio than females in fattening. Breed. Select fast-growing meat-type breeds or crossbreeds, such as the Bunaji or White Fulani breeds, which we call Yakanaji, Tuales, and others. You also need to consider the Sokoto Gudale, that is the one with hump at the back. And then Red Bororo crosses. Red Bororos are the Rajis and then the Budajis, or any cattle with the Brahman influence. You can also consider fattening exotic breeds such as Brahman, Hereford, Charolais, Angus, Bradford, and etc. Apart from the selection criteria, there are certain physical appearance and behavior traits or characteristics you need to look for, such as the color code. In many local markets, lighter colored animals, example white or light brown, are preferred by consumers and often perceived as having better performance. You also need to consider looking for animals with temperament. Select calm animals. as stressed or aggressive animals have poor feed conversion rates. You also need to look for animals with high appetite or the urge to eat. Animals that are eating and drinking aggressively are likely to be strong feeders. Other important tips to consider in fattening also include the purchase cost. You need to consider the purchase cost. What we need to know is that profit starts at buying. Therefore, ensure the initial cost of the animal allows for a reasonable margin after adding your feed and management costs. Adaptation. Consider bringing in animals that are already acclimated to the local environment in which you are. You don't bring in an animal which is foreign to the environment in which you are. You are not likely to succeed. Health protocols. Immediately deworm and vaccinate your cattle against local diseases anytime they are brought in. So vaccination like CCPP, anthrax, foot and mouth, and others. This is the conclusion of my video. Thanks for viewing and stay tuned to more updates. Bye bye.